Telehealth is not physical therapy. No way is it physical therapy. Everyone's doing telehealth. Physicians, chiropractors, acupuncturists, psychotherapists, etc. You should still be doing physical therapy. The physical therapy is so much more than telehealth, pelvic PT, myofascial release, dry needling, McKenzie, PRI, what else is there? Corrective exercise, functional movement. Those are all types of specialties in physical therapy. They're modalities, they're treatment paradigms. Those things are not physical therapy either. I posted a comment yesterday on Instagram, I think it was called Physiogram, where they reposted something that Larry Benz had posted. And Larry didn't have it on Twitter, whether he took it down or not, doesn't matter. But it said telehealth is not physical therapy, and then these other reasons why. And it was kind of like this excuse for why people need to be seen in person. I was like, no, they don't. They don't need to be seen in person. Let me see if I can pull this up. Physiogram. So I'm going to give a shout out to Physiogram for starting the conversation. It shows that Larry Benz at Physical Therapy on Twitter. I'm not calling out Larry. I'm just saying this is what he posted. Or this is what was screenshotted. And this is what started this conversation. It says, telehealth is not physical therapy. Granted, we're in a time where doing something for patients is not the enemy of good, but let's face it, only our future if we absurdly convince payers that it replaces physical therapy. Irrational exuberance over it is terrifying. So I get it. Exuberance over telehealth. I don't think it's irrational or it's terrifying, because how else are we going to help our patients? So here's a story. My brother is a psychotherapist. Okay. All they do is talk to patients. All they do is talk. They don't touch people. Right? And touching's not part of their paradigm. But guess what? He told me last week, he's like, so many of his colleagues have stopped seeing patients. People now more than ever need their mental health taken care of. And so what was it? He asked, he's like, well, what did they say to him? And what they told them was, what these people who have no more, like their business is down to 25% in psychotherapy, was they gave their patients an option, said, hey, well, we can do this on the computer, or we could just start, get back up again when this is all over. Whereas he was just like, hey, this is what we're doing, right? So with our patients, when we decided to do telehealth, this is what we're doing. And guess what? We bought you a rumble roller, and you can come pick it up, or we'll drop it off at your house or mail it to you. Because I'd rather spend, because if I have patients that need some hands-on therapy, look, they can't always do it themselves. They need a tool or something. Let's give them the tool that they need so they can do it themselves, and I can guide them through it. But guess what? They can go get my free YouTube video on Rumble Roller. They can get my free YouTube video on a Theracane. But what they can't get is my critical decision-making, or Caitlin's critical decision-making process, to help them figure out what's the dosage, what's the right location, what's the right amount, what else should they be doing. Telehealth is a delivery method. And y'all got to understand, here's the problem, is that I've also personally spoken to, I can't count how many, dozens of PTs in the last few weeks whose business is down because they pigeonholed themselves into a corner of, all I did was needle people. People paid me for needling. People paid me for my hands. People paid me for the massage. I'm a manual therapist. And I don't want to deliver non-manual therapy, and patients don't want non-manual therapy. And their business is suffering, right? Some people, I've spoken to a couple people who have kind of side gigs that, business is suffering, I'm going to go work on this education piece. Great. Pivot and shift. Work on education piece. But if you really want to help patients, you're just going to change the delivery method. Because if you think you can only help people through your hands, you're being short-sighted. You need to get over yourself, because there's so many ways to help patients. The number one thing we do, the main things we do, is give people hope. We ask them the right questions, we communicate effectively with them, and we empower them to take care of themselves anyways. Even when people come in our clinic, I don't want them relying on us forever. I want to teach them how to take care of themselves, how to get better, faster, stronger, so they don't need me. I don't want people to need me. If together we could figure out a way to get people not to ever need physical therapy ever again, besides redefining what it is. Look, if Kelly Starrett, the Supple Leopard book helps hundreds of thousands of people a year not need him or me, then that's the win. Or you, that's the win. So we should be putting people like Kelly Starrett up and saying, thank you very much, right? A lot of people go, oh, Kelly can't be teaching this stuff to those people. Like, this ain't proprietary knowledge. You know what's proprietary? Is the term physical therapy, right? No one else can do physical therapy but a physical therapist. If someone else is doing physical therapy, besides a physical therapist, then to me, they're breaking the law. Yeah, physicians can bill physical therapy codes, but I'm much more than a code, and I hope you are too, okay? I'm not practicing medicine, and I don't diagnose sprained ankles, spinal stenosis, or any of that. Physical therapy isn't telehealth. It's not your treatments, it's not your modalities, it's not the fact that you touch people. And there's an opportunity right here, right now, using telehealth, but not really using telehealth, using video. Look, I've been doing video. How long have you been watching me on video? I've been doing video for 10 years. And I've taught you what? You can do that for your patients too. If I need hands-on, there's some things I gotta touch. But if I can't touch you right now, there's so many other ways I can get you to touch yourself with a ball, a hand, a roller, a cane, another person, a something that I can help you significantly. People only need a 20% change to feel completely different. No, we're not hot packs, ultrasound, leg lifts. No, we're not our modality. No, I'm not my credentials. Patients don't care about those things. They want to know what's in it for me. Can you get me better? And right now, with video, with what's happening in the world, there is a huge opportunity that some people were ahead of the curve. So Rob Vining, ahead of the curve. Guess what? Rob did a private masterclass just for my mastermind members in February about adding telehealth. We could see it coming, right? Rob says, it's simply a bridge to get clinics back on track to survive this period, and then bam, you have a new revenue stream in your clinic when the brick and mortar opens up again shortly. Amen. What are you going to do right now about it? What are you going to do right now about this, about your business, about your patients, even if you're watching and you got laid off, and you're like, oh, my business didn't shift to telehealth. What are you going to do about it? Right? Who's going to go out there and solve the next problem? What's the next problem? Everyone's at home. Oh man, I can't go get surgery because my back hurts. I can't get an MRI to know what's wrong. Who are they going to turn to? They're going to turn to Dr. LeBauer in Greensboro, that's for sure. But are they going to turn to you in your town? Are they going to turn to physical therapists? They better if we're doing our job. Okay? This is our opportunity as physical therapists to get people to think they need to see a physical therapist to know exactly what's going on. This is our time. Dude, I know there are surgeons here in Greensboro that have lost 75, 80% of their revenue. You know why? Because they're not doing elective surgery. They're not fixing disc herniations. They're not injecting to see if it works, right? I can see where the problem is if you get in front of my camera and move around. I can also feel where the problem is if you're in the clinic. You're more than a treatment delivery method. You're more than a treatment paradigm or a tool or your learning or your education. As a physical therapist, you help people move from one place to another. How do you help them do it? One of those ways is your brain. Another might be your hands. Another might be the words that come out of your mouth. And we all know words have much more meaning than almost anything else. So this is your opportunity to shift your mindset, get over yourself. That's if you're telling yourself, I can't treat patients effectively through video, then that's your ego getting in your way and you're your own roadblock. Physical therapy isn't telehealth. Telehealth is a treatment delivery method. Use it. Embrace it. Because it's just one more thing that you can use to help people rather than sitting back and going, I'm helpless. I can't do anything because I usually use these things. And if these things can't touch people, then I'm no good. You're much better than that. Just tell your patients, hey, this is how we're going to do it. Don't make a big deal about it. People are recognizing they're going to be home for a little while and they got to do something. The problems now are a little different. 4 weeks ago it was my knee hurts and I can't exercise. Now it's I'm at home. My knee hurts when I run more than 3 miles. Maybe it's time to work on it. Okay? Great. Do it. Just make it a normal part of doing business. And patients won't notice a difference. Give them something. Send them something. Look, I'd rather pay $30 to send someone a 12-inch rumble roller than lose $250. Right? Or even $1,000 for not even be able to see them over the course of the next month and a half. So what? You got to get creative. We got creative right away. I finished up PT BizCon and I was like, all right, clinic, boom. What do we need to do? That morning I ordered, like I said, 24 12-inch rumble rollers. We made another order of clinic t-shirts with a brand new design. Okay, everyone is getting these. We already had some new water bottles that had just come in. All our members are getting these. New patients are getting these. New patients are getting, current patients are getting rumble rollers or Theracane or whatever we need that's best for them. Pick it up, send it to their house. We dropped them off and we mailed some of them. Because I'd rather spend some money to keep people healthy, keep them moving, and keep them on the schedule than have them disappear.